Hello, welcome back to another day in the Roblox Ink Games. I am Old Sick Man, the cousin of the creator of these games, Oh Ill Name, and today I am going to be playing a hardcore server in Ink Games. My aura farmed in the elevator, showing my true strength and powers and shocking everyone in the server, who all immediately crowned me their king. I then nonchalantly walked into the games arena as a peasant named Yuri exclaimed they'd touch me. I wasn't fazed, but more disgusted of the thought of a peasant approaching me like that. First was red light, green light, but luckily I am a master of this game and I will show all these peasants how you play the game. I threw L's on these peasants to remind them of their place. They all immediately obeyed me, as they'd earlier crowned me their master. As green light sounded out, I stood back at first, as this was a hardcore server, and I did not want to get slimed by one of these peasants. I proceeded to slime a peasant who got too close to my vicinity and was just ugly. I then made my way onto the playing field and began playing my cousin's game, like the master I am. I proceeded to aura farm, but broke my hips in the process. I proceeded to moonwalk like Jackson nonchalantly across the finish line, giving me additional aura for later in the games. This peasant then tried to team with me, so I just nonchalantly walked away, ignoring the stinky subhuman. I think the dementia and PTSD suddenly kicked in as I lost all my aura, wasting a push, missing my sand attack, and then making a small spelling error while outing myself to the world. I took a cheeky look at the timer before calculating when my cooldown on Super Push would end and how many pushes I would be able to use this round. I then ran around and pocketed some more sand, ready for an attack. Nothing really happened for a while, so I just ran around, but I had my urges and I needed to slime someone quick to feed them. I then launched this poor banana-throwing soul into the oblivion, instantly sliming him to feed my urges. I was now satisfied and would remain content for now. The dementia then kicked in once again, and I proceeded to confuse myself with my cousin, Oh Ill Name, shouting, "I've made these games before, even though I have not."
I've played these games before! I've played these games!
I proceed to then shush this annoying ass screaming frog before my urges regained control. I tried to go after the frog but couldn't and settled for sliming someone else. However, I failed miserably and all the aura loss made my urges stop. I then magically made my way into the elevator once again and made my way to have my glorious portrait taken. 2 words, spectacularly beautiful. I then proceed to walk around, aura farming, before coming upon my future greatest enemy and potential downfall, the cheater. He menacingly flew around, circling me like prey, and I was enraged that he was just out of my reach. This peasant thinks he can lift himself to my status through scripts? He has to try harder. Or does he? Nothing interesting happened in Dalgona. I got boring star, but then I met my teammates, who little did I know would save my life in the future. The dementia kicked in again in Lights Out, and I didn't get any kills. I only hit a few attacks and didn't slime nobody. In Hide and Seek. Unfortunately, I got Hider, which disappointed my bloodlisting urges, which I have not fed in a long time, but I had to move on to survive. Of course, using my excellent scavenging skills and charm, I immediately found the exit. After finding the exit and unlocking it, I was immediately judiced by these player 100-like snakes and locked out of the exit despite being first one in. The Seeker proceeded to throw himself into my room at the last second before I could close it, but it was my teammate from earlier. I looked into his eyes and begged. He let me live. I could never repay the debt I now owed to him. Everything ran smoothly for the rest of Hide and Seek, and I made it to Jump Rope. Jump Rope was easy as usual. I got through it with ease and waited out the rest. No need to show it. We voted to stop the games and rebelled, despite me unsuccessfully voting O, trying to stop my cousin's games from toppling. The exploiting scripter began to use his cheats to get the gun, so I went for the other one, but couldn't get it, so I sat back and danced for a minute. Rebel seemed normal at first until the scripter turned his cheats back on. These stupid players wouldn't stop moving while I was trying to shoot, so I let them handle it. The stupid scripter then proceeded to attack me and try to glitch me out of the map, but I spawned back at the beginning. I proceeded to smoke some guards like Arthur Morgan. As I said earlier, this scripter would be my downfall. I knew it. He flew me into the middle of the guards. My time was finally up. He rejoiced at the thought of killing me, and had clearly been planning it since Dalgona. If you see this, I'd like to ask you to report this edgy 9-year-old infecting his dad's work computer with viruses, and also say thanks for watching. User is M4SKG.